Okay, let's go to the second part of our tutorial on how to check and tune Antiphon. Now we're gonna look at the tuning. For this part, all the sliders from here, plus the VCA, do not affect us. Just forget them. It's like they're not here. So each oscillator has a CV input, an output, a level, and a frequency slider. Make sure all sliders are down to 0 except the 7 and 8 oscillators, which have an LFO mode below midway, where you want the sliders to be at exactly mid position. So what we're going to do is we're going to send pitch from the key step and get output from each one individually and set it to a tuner. Now I'm going to use a Mordex data, which is a very easy instrument for this purpose, but you can just use a simple tuner, a simple guitar tuner, and just do the job. So let's see oscillator number 1. I'm getting the output, crank out to the level. You don't have to have it at max, just open the level. Turn the unit upside down. You don't need the reverb mounted, just remove it. And the first thing you want to do is to set all trimmers at about the midway. I have already done that, so just do it before you start, or doesn't really matter, you can do it now. And you just need to pay attention to scale number 2 because it's orientated in a different way than the rest of the scales. While scale 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are orientated like this, scale 2 is orientated like this. So midway should look like this. Okay, now let's get started. Arturia will, of course, the key step affect the pitch. What you need to do is to find the lowest octave. This is it. No. This is it. So my first A note is this, or this, etc. So the first thing you're gonna do is go to, let me see, first A, second A, third A. Go to the third A, the Arturia tracks. Then here is how you do it. This A note, the third A, is 220 Hertz. If you don't have a frequency meter, just tune it with your ear. It's very easy to track 220 Hertz. Or use this video. There you go. 220 Hertz. And the first thing you want to do then is set tune to track 220, or A number 3. Then play the next A. Now I measure A sharp. That means that I have too much striking. I need to have the next A lower at a low frequency. When that happens, you turn the scale trimmer clockwise and retune to 220. Then check again. Again we are a bit sharp, so again clockwise and tune to 20. Sharp, go back, set scale 1 clockwise again a little bit, and again 220. And again we're sharp, and you get the point. A little bit more. There you go. And now let's try the rest of the octaves. Now we're a little bit low. You could set it like a pinch counterclockwise. And retune 440. Correct. Correct. Now, this is fine. You should expect to track around 3 to 5 octaves, which I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 octaves here, and it's quite decent. I do not expect to get a better tracking from this device, as it's mostly targeted to have the easiest build possible. But believe me, you won't need more than that in this kind of synthesis. So now that I have oscillator 1 trimmed, I have to check where its trimmer is set at, and chances are if I set the rest of the trimmer to the same spot, I get the rest of the oscillators in tune. So I'll do that now. Or if you get them in tune, you'll get them really close. Here, more, a little bit more there. There, there, there. And let's try oscillator 2 and see if tuning got close by setting trimmers according to oscillator 1. Close 1, enter 2. So let's see here. First thing you're gonna do, set 220 with a tune. I would not expect to get a very sharp tone, as tune is very sensitive. There you go. And let's check the scaling. It's very close actually. So let's go scale 2 clockwise, because there's too much. It goes higher than expected. Set 220. There you go. A little bit more clockwise. Perfect. Perfect. So it's exactly the same procedure for all oscillators, except number 7 and 8, where the slider affects tuning, because you cannot set it at its lower setting, because it has an LFO rate at about 60 seconds or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, and you have to set the slider at about the mid, but apart from that, it's the same thing. So that's how you tune Antiphon. And let's check if those two oscillators that I trimmed are correct. This time I'm quite in tune. Perfect. And that's how you do it.